Hey guys, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2. I do hope you're all well now and the festive celebrations have settled down. I'm now back to reality now, guys. It's actually quite good to be back to reality because over the festive period you forget what time it is, what day of the week it is. Back today, Monday, the 8th of January, I'm sure it is. This is me now officially back to normal. Back to the grind, back to routine, but I am really looking forward to it, guys, and I hope 2018 is a great year for you guys. So like I said, guys, I'm delighted to be playing this Torrey Pines and reviewing it. It's the South Course 2018. This is actually a real course. The US Championship, the US Open Championship was held here in 2008. The course was renovated in 2001 for the Masters in 2008. Not the Masters, the Open Championship. Sorry guys, not had my second cup of coffee yet. The course boasts dramatic coastline views as well as some of the most challenging golf in the country. When stretched to its maximum length, this brute is the longest golf course played on the PGA Tour. Now, I never knew that, guys. I did not know that this was the longest course on the PGA Tour. I think there's only one pin selection, yeah, 7,643 yards. As always, guys, I'll be playing off pin selection number 1. The fairways are firm, greens are normal, and the green speed is fast. It was Kellogg 117 is the course creator here. So, hole 1 is a par 4, stroke index 7, playing 455 yards. Quite narrow fairways here. Plenty of bunkers either side of the fairway. Looks like quite a small green. Pin selection is right on the tucked in there on the right hand side. That bunker could come into play here. I will just show you the course details, guys. I always usually like to. As you can see, it is Kellogg 117. Fairways firm, greens normal, and green speed fast. Got a 9 mile per hour wind, 8 mile per hour wind behind me. Nice opening drive. That wind should carry me about 290, maybe 300 yards with the firm fairways. Just broke the 300 yard mark, so 302 yards, guys. 148. I'm just going to loft it up a tiny bit. I'm going to put a bit of fade on this to counteract that wind. Looks like the green is breaking to the left. Hopefully I've got the yardage here. Should get a decent firm bounce. Would have liked that a bit closer, guys, but with the normal greens it didn't bounce as firm as I would have liked. So the greens are 187. This is the speed that I like. Should turn for me. Could be an opening birdie, and it is. So we do start off with an opening birdie, guys. Really nice putt there. So let's move on to hole 2, which looks like it's a par 4. 390 yards, stroke index 17. Very nice looking hole, this one. Wider fairway here. Looks like the pin is on the left hand side. Look at all these bunkers. Looks like there's some severe slopes and breaks just before the pin. So approach shot has got to be good. Just going to loft this driver up a bit. Get some hang time in the air. It does look like the fairway is sloping upwards slightly. Yeah. So I'm not going to get as much distance as the previous drive, but still a good drive. 294 yards that's going to check up at. So 101 yards, 2 feet. The wind is behind me. Oh, see, 90. I'm going to play that. Hope that the wind's going to take me here. It is on a slope. Hopefully the wind's going to carry me that extra bit. I should bounce on and hopefully near the pin. Lots of backspin there, guys, unless it was the slope it caused that. It could well be the slope. So 6 yard chip. Nothing in this at all. Oh, just a bit too much on that. And it doesn't drop, but it is going to leave me an easy tap in for par, guys. So we remain at 1 under. So far, so good. Really enjoyed the first 2 holes here, guys. And from what I can recall, it's fairly accurate of what I can recall when I've seen this course on the TV. So hole 3 is a par 3, stroke index 3, all the threes, 192 yards. Green is right on the edge of that cliff. That is a well-placed bunker there as well. Look at the slopes. If you're on the right-hand side of that pin, you're going to slope all the way down, and that could even really take your ball right off the green there. Maybe it's a severe slope. 186. Let's say 176. Just going to take a bit off of this, guys. I really don't want to be short here. I'm going to let the wind take me round here and hopefully avoid that huge slope on the right. I do kind of play with a natural draw anyway. It's a good strike. I don't want to be short and in that bunker. Might be a bit long here. I didn't need to take anything off that at all. I could have just played it. But at least I'm not in the bunker. It's going to leave me a chip shot. 11 yards. Breaking slightly to the right. I was never the right side of that. I played a fast on that. That's why it went to the left. Should be about a 4-foot putt. It is for par. Breaking slightly to the right. So just a par there, guys. So let's move on to hole number 4, which is a par 4. It is playing 487 yards, stroke index 9. I do feel the wind's going to be against me now. Once again, quite narrow fairway, winding fairway, bunkers on the right hand side. Water to the left if you're really left. Hopefully I'm not. The bunker there before the green shouldn't really come into play. And the pin is right at the back of this green. Nice pin position that actually. Yeah, so as confirmed, the wind is in my face. It's only 6 miles per hour though. It's changed to 7. That should be right down the centre of the fairway. So I'm still going to have a lot of work here, guys. Such a long hole, this one, for a par 4 too. Oh, that wind's so... Oh, it's a strong wind against me. Let's see, I'm just going to take another bit off of that. Certainly don't want this bunker to come into play. It is sloping slightly to the left. Just looking to bounce onto this green here. It is sloping to the left. It's a good strike. It should trundle up to the flag quite nicely. Gotta be happy with that, guys. Probably about 15 foot, maybe 16. 16 feet bang on. It is breaking to the right, then back to the left very minimally. It's all on the pace here. Should break back to the left. It does. A very nice putt there. Delighted with how I read that and executed it. And that is another birdie in a very challenging hole, that one, guys. So I do move to 2 under. Hole 5, par 4, stroke index 5, playing 457 yards. Once again, narrow fairways. Bunkers either side. Cart path on the left hand side. Pin position this time is right at the front of the green. That bunker on the left hand side could certainly come into play here. The wind is with me this time. Just going to loft this up, try and get some hang time in the air. Good strike. Once again we find the centre of the fairway. Should travel well. Could be close to 300 yards again this time. fairway really slopes to the right hand side, guys, so that's something for you guys to remember when you play it in hole 5. Really slopes to the right hand side, so give yourself plenty of scope. 141, the wind behind me. I'm going to play my 9-iron. I'm just going to take a bit off of this. It is sloping to the right. The wind is slightly coming to the right as well. It's a good strike. I've just overhit that. Just overhit that, so it's probably going to be about an 18-foot putt, I would imagine. Once again, I'm bang on with the yardage. Wow. 18 foot downhill, braking to the left. Just really want to get this rolling, to be fair, with this speeds of green. Has it got the legs? It's not got the line. Didn't have the legs either. I've left that 3 feet short. Wasn't the best approach shots, guys. I did overcook the approach shot, but it's another solid par. And that is going to keep me at 2 under for the round. Let's move on to hole 6, which looks like it's a par 5. First par 5 of the round. Stroke index 13, playing 551 yards. This looks like it's going to be a dog leg right. Look at all the gorse and the bushes down there, that slope. You certainly don't want to go right here. It is a dog leg. To the right. Very, very slim fairway here. Very narrow fairway. 3 bunkers surrounding the green, and the pin position is off centre to the right. A few slopes there as well. I'm just looking to land about here. I'm hoping that I'm just going to loft this up to get it landing a bit softer. The wind should hold me up because I certainly don't want to kick in to that bunkers or anything with the firmness of the fairways. That should be fine. We should get over this tree, no problem. It's a good strike. Should be another drive. It's in the middle of the fairway. Should kick right slightly. 279 yards. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit this in 2. I might be able to attack it. No. I'm just going to fully loft this up, guys, because I am looking to leave. I'm going to come down. I am looking to leave a pitch shot here. With this club, it should roll on quite well. I should be leaving myself probably about a 40 to 50 yard pitch shot. 224 yards. 61. Up 7 feet. Just going to reset that. 1, 2. Hopefully I can get this close. Executed it well. It should bounce and then bite. Played it well. And that's going to ensure another birdie, guys. 2 feet from the pin. Breaking slightly to the right. So, having a solid round so far. 3 under. I think we've had birdie opportunities in every hole. Let's now move on to hole number 7. Stroke index 1. So, according to scorecard, it is the toughest hole on the course. Playing 456 yards. Looks like it's another dog leg right. Really enjoying the scenery of this course out here though, guys. Just like it says, coastal line views. Really great course to play. Really enjoying it so far. Slight dog leg right. Huge bunker there. Pin is on the left hand side. Don't want to go past the pin too much due to that slopes. Wind is behind me again. 9 mile per hour wind. Very, very tight fairway to be hitting here. I'm confident of that we should just bounce on. If I do hit the fairway or the rough, I should bounce on anyway. Just going to fully loft that up. Good strike. Put a wee bit more draw on that than I would have liked, but fairway should bounce right. It does. And we have hit another fairway, and that is a monster drive. 310 yards. Really took the distance out of this hole. So that has now left me with a 7 iron. But I'm actually going to go down to the 80 iron, guys, because I am on a down slope. The wind is strong behind me. It's a good strike. I think I could be long here. It's going to leave myself a little chip shot. I think I'm actually pin high. These are the ones that are quite difficult. Oh, I didn't hit that, guys. That should have been a chip in. I should have executed that better. Just that wind took me right to the left more. I was on a slope, down slope that was going to the right. I thought that would have counteracted it. But just another par, guys. So, hole 8 is a par 3. Stroke index 11, 176 yards. Well placed bunker there before the green. And the pin position is off centre to the right. Plenty of slopes in this green again if you're short. That previous hole, though, for me wasn't the toughest hole on the course yet. The one I birdied, the long one, was far more difficult than that. So 180 yards, up 17 feet. I'm going to add another 5 yards onto that. So 185 into the wind. Just going to take a tiny bit off of this. Don't want to be short of the bunker. I'm just looking to land this on the green. And for it to make its way up towards the pin. Good strike.
Looking good.
That slope should kill the pace. Once again, probably went about 13-14 feet. It's another birdie opportunity. 10 footer, not much in this at all. Down 4 inches. I'm just using the left edge of that cup, really. And it is another birdie. Really happy with that approach shot. So 4 under through 8 hole, guys. Really good start. Could have been more. This is such a rewarding course because if you play a good shot, you do get rewarded. So hole 9 is a huge par 5. Stroke index 15, playing 614 yards. With the player clubs, there's no way I'll be on this in 2. So I'll be looking for 2 long shots to leave my 3rd shot a pitch shot and hopefully get away with a birdie. But look how narrow the fairway gets up there towards the green. And that's a really tough pin position. Right front edge of that green. Plenty of bunkers on this hole. Thankfully the wind is behind me. Just going to loft it up a tiny bit. Get some hang time. Looks like the fairway is slightly downhill. Should travel quite well. Should be looking for about 300 yards here again. 305 yards. This shot will probably just be a 3-wood chase down. I'm just going to fully loft it up. Just going to slope off to the right. So, oh, I've pushed that left. Not going to be hitting the fairway this time, guys, unless I get a very fortunate bounce right. No. The only pleasing thing is that I'm close to the... I'm going to have to club up and just go for this one. This is a very tough shot. It's a deep rough, 55. I'm just going to take a bit off of this, guys. That should bounce on for me and check up. Left myself probably a bit of a challenging 8-foot putt. 10 footer, downhill, breaking to the left. This is a tough one. Ah, no, that was a pure putt there, guys, and that's probably going to work its way probably about 8 feet past, 10 feet past maybe. Yeah, 10 foot past. That was a poor putt. Didn't break as much as I expected. Managed to salvage a par though. Disappointing birdie attempt there. So that is just a par, guys. So 4 under through the front 9. Can't complain at that. Could have been better.
10th hole coming up here.
So hole 10 is a par 4. Stroke index 6, playing 422 yards. Probably the widest of the fairways that we've seen yet here. Closer we get to the green, the fairway narrows off. Bunkers in play again, and that is a very tough pin position once again, front right of the green. So wind should carry me there. I do play a slight drop, and it does look like the fairway slopes off to the right again. And I've put a fast on that, but it should be fine. Should be fine. As we predicted, fairway slopes to the right. So 296 yards. Once again, we're getting good distance on the tee box. So 115 with the wind behind me. Just going to loft that up twice. It's a better strike. What's the yardage like? This should really check up for me. It should bounce, then check. Quite good. Would have liked that a wee bit closer, probably about 8 feet. 10 feet again. Breaking left. Just going to prefer that little right edge there. Put a bit of pace in this. Hopefully take out the brakes. And we get another birdie. The greens haven't been too bad, guys, to be fair, with the breaks. Very honest. So I do manage to get to 5 under par. Let's move on to hole 11, which is a par 3. It's a longer par 3 this time. 222 yards, stroke index 14. Looks a very narrow green here. Not much to work with. Bunkers either side again. Looks like the pin is at the back, near the left-hand side. Quite a favourable pin position though, but with that wind, oh, let's say it's playing 2-2-1, so I'm going to take the 6 wood and I'm actually going to loft it up a bit here, guys. I'm going to put fade on this to counteract that, and I'm just looking for this to run up. It is going to break to the right by the looks of things. Wind should now start to bring me round. I'm long here though. I am long. And I'm probably going to kick off the green. Wow, that fade really counteracted that wind there. 11 yards. It's breaking slightly to the left. Has it got the legs? Go on, go on. Oh, nice chip shot there. It's going to ensure my par. Little 2-footer. Just played a bit too much fade on the approach shot there, guys, on the tee shot. So let's move on to hole number 12, which is another long par 4, 501 yards, stroke index 8. Once again, narrow fairways, common theme. To be fair, there's not many hazards here, guys. The bunkers are not really in your way unless you're really driving bad. Pin is back left. Nothing major that's concerning me there on the green. It should take me round from there. I do draw it slightly. It should be another drive that's found the fairway comfortably, and we should get a good run on here. Just going to be short of 300 yards. 296 yards, guys. It's going to be another long approach shot here though.
210 yards out, I'd say, from here.
I will be dropping down to the hybrid here, guys, the 4 hybrid. Just taking a bit off of this. It's Just going to add a bit of fade here. It's a good strike. This could be quite good. Should work its way up towards the pin. Oh, not a nice bounces there. A very unkind bounce there. Yardage was going to be really good there too. So I'm going to now have probably the longest putt I've had, about 25 foot maybe. 27 foot, 5 inches up. Very unfortunate bounce there. Should break to the left. Go on, ball. Good weight in it. Just didn't have the read bang on, but it was a difficult putt. It's going to be another par.
Well, you could have had a birdie there. I think you know that. But next time, those
So I do remain 5 under, guys. Let's move on to hole 13, which is another par 5. Let's see if it's as long as the previous one. It is 614 yards. Stroke index 16. Another monster par 5 for the player clubs. I don't even know, like, people who are playing standard clubs, they would struggle to reach this in 3. I'm sure they would. Their third shot would be quite a distance away. So the fairway slopes down that hill. Very narrow fairway again. Look at all these bunkers protecting that green. That is beautiful. And the pin is front right off that green. Very tough pin position there. And as we can see, fairway does slope down. Good drive. Wind should take me round.
nice. Should be in the fairway.
We should trundle along the fairway quite well here. My second shot is just going to be a layup shot. Oh, I'm probably going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to come down to 6 wood here, guys. Hoping the wind counteracts this slope. Good strike. Wind should start bringing me round. It has. And I've hopefully left myself a pitch shot here. Maybe not. I reckon I'm probably about 100 yards away, actually, guys. 96, so like I said, it's not going to be a pitch. I'm up 10 yards. So, let's... Oh, wow. I'm confident that's a club. I'm just going to loft it up a bit. Just going to want to go to the left, but with the wind as well, I'm confident that should be quite good. Is the wind going to help me out here?
This one's looking dialed in.
Not as much as I liked. I had the yardage bang on there too, guys. Probably going to be about a 20-foot putt. Oh well, we've caught a slope here. Wow. Oh wow, stop ball. It's going to be a long birdie attempt. Yardage was bang on.
And for the bird.
So it's a very long putt. 27 feet, up 1 foot. Breaking to the right. Was never at it, guys. Probably about a 5-6 foot putt here. That's still running back. Wow.
5-footer here, nothing too bad.
Potential bogey here. No, managed to get another par save. These par 5s are certainly not bang on birdies, guys. That was a tough green there. My yardage was bang on. Just was left of the pin. So I remain 5 under. Let's see if we can get a few birdies in this back 9. We've only managed 1 so far. Hole 14 is a par 4, 381 yards, stroke index 18. Once again, narrow fairways. And look at that pin position. Both of that bunkers could come into play here with a wayward tee shot. Or approach shot, should I say. Pin is right at the front edge. At the left hand side of the green. We've got an 8 mile per hour wind. That fairway looks like it slopes off to the left. For the first time, I would say that bunkers are in the play here for me. But just as well I check, because it gave me my default a club that I wasn't happy with there. Driver all day for me here. Uh-oh, I put a slow on that. I'm probably going to be in the rough. Oh, why I just managed to hold the edge of that fairway, guys. Why, thankfully it did slope to the left like I did say. So 75 yards, it is a pitch shot. It's down 3 feet. We're slightly elevated here. I'm just going to loft that up a couple of times. Maybe one more. Because I am on a down slope. Should bounce and then check up for me. I'm short. Didn't execute that well at all. But saving grace is it's a chip shot. Let's see, I've been so close with a couple of chip shots here. This is quite a tough one though, because it is breaking to the right and the yardage. Turn. Oh, it's just not my day with the chip shots, guys. It's another effort. It just so close yet so far away. So it's going to be another par. Pleasing thing so far, guys, is I've not had a bogey. I hope I've not just jinked myself there, but we are 5 under. We've been so unfortunate with a couple of birdies. So I'm happy so far. 5 under is quite good so far. So hole 15 is another par 4, 483 yards, stroke index 2. This is a really long course from the player clubs, guys. As most of you know, since the last update, I really struggle with the tour clubs. I used to love the tour clubs, but I just don't know what they've done to them. So for the meantime, I'm still happy with the player clubs. Wind is in my face. It's another slow, but I'm going to be perfectly fine here. The fairway slopes to the left. With that wind in my face and the slope up, the uphill slope on the fairway, we've not got much distance. So 195 with a wind against. I am playing on a slight upslope here as well. Very tough shot this, to be fair. Just taking a bit off of this, guys. This could be quite good. This could be quite good. Just released a bit quick or a bit fast on that bounce, but probably about a 20-foot putt for birdie. 16-footer. Downhill again, breaking to the right. Should start to turn for me. This should be in. Oh, it's another putt or a birdie attempt that just misses by millimeters, guys. So that's going to be a 4 or 5 foot putt for par. It's another par putt.
And that'll keep you at 5 under for the round.
So managed 4 birdies in the front 9. Just not been dropping for me on the second part of the course. On the back 9. So hole 16 is a long par 3, 227 yards, stroke index 10. Once again, beautiful scenic views from the tee box here. Bunkers littering that green. Pin is right at the back. One thing's for certain is I cannot hit that. I cannot hit my 3-wood, and the concerning thing is I'm so far in between clubs here. I'm just going to loft down on the 6-wood and just pray that I get a bounce from the rough or the front edge of the green. I have added a bit of fade to this here, guys. It's a good I put a slow on it. It should be okay though. Come on, give me a bounce or am I in the bunker? Oh, I was so far in between their clubs, guys. If I hit the 3-wood, that would have been way past the back. So 17 yards. Just looking to get as close and save par. I should run up. Didn't release out of that rough at all, so I'm probably about 10 foot away here for a par save. 9 foot. Oh, and that is going to be a bogey. First drop shot of the round. Disappointed with the tee shot and then the chip shot. It just didn't release. And I tell you what, this is easily missable as well. Could be a double bogey here. No, managed to get the bogey. Disappointed with the bogey, guys. I did jinx myself. I shouldn't have said nothing. But there's so many opportunities of bogeys on this course. So, hole 17 is a par 4. Stroke index 4. Playing 442 yards. I'd really like to get another birdie here, guys, to get that drop shot back. Fairway really gets narrower once again towards the green. 2 bunkers there. Quite a favourable pin position here, just off centre to the right. I didn't see many problems on that green either. It's another slow. And I probably am going to be in the rough here unless I get a huge bounce left, which I maybe should get actually. Quite fortunate with the bounces I've been getting on the fairways, guys. Had quite a fair few slows from the tee box. So 158 uphill, 12 feet. Let's say it's playing 162 into the wind, so I'm just going to take a bit off of that. It's a good strike. Wind should be taking me round. I should be right at the pin. Go on, give me a fair bounce. Just didn't release much in these greens. Probably about a 15 foot putt, 14 foot putt. Nothing really in this. I'm actually going to get down over this one. Should be in. Oh, wow. Wow. Just once again. Ah, would you... It's another phantom breed, guys. Would you believe it? Once again, the phantom break strikes for yours truly. I was thinking to myself, there's no way that from that read that ball moved as left as that. But not to mind, not to worry. Let's move on to the final hole of a very, very enjoyable course, guys. It's a par 5, playing 573 yards, stroke index 12. Let's see if I can get a birdie on this final hole. This course is excellent, guys. Really enjoyed it. I will certainly go back and play this one and try and better my score. This round could have been so much better for me, but still happy with 4 under so far. Little man-made pond there right in front of the green. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the slopes on this green here right in front of the pin. Wow. This is going to be quite a tough approach shot. So let's see. It's another slow. Doesn't seem to be tracking right at all there though. Wow. I think that's about my 4th or 5th slow, perfect slow off the tee, guys. So once again, this shot's just going to be a layup. Really got to be careful with this water. And look how narrow the fairway is here. Very challenging shot here, guys, to be fair. I'm probably not going to hold the fairway here. Just going to be in the light rough. No idea how that ball went so far left there though. So 79 yards. Let's see. I am playing this. This is the club for me out the light rough. I am not touching it. I'm confident it'll bounce up that slope for me. Check up. Oh, yardage is perfect. No idea how it went so far left. Yardage was good, probably going to be about a 10-foot putt.
10-footer here. I think this can go.
Nothing much in this, if this is a true break. Turn. And we do finish with a birdie, guys. Delighted that I managed to finish with a birdie. Course challenge completed, first round. Very respectable 5 under there, guys. 74 plays. Let's get this course handicapped if we can, guys, which means it needs 300 plays. I'm sure with the power of YouTube and my fantastic subscribers, I know you guys will go out there and play this and try and get it handicapped. That is definitely a 5-star course for me, guys. I will be favouring that as well, and looking out for more from Killog117. That is it for today's round, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and as always, guys, spam that like button. Let me know what you think of the round and the gameplay in the comment section, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care and peace out. Bye.